We all dream of exploring the world, but let's face it, not every spot on our bucket list is within reach. So we turn to Google Maps, hoping to catch a glimpse of those far-off places, letting our imaginations take us there. It's almost like being on a virtual vacation. Well, at least until we stumble across something that feels less like a dream and more like a nightmare. Because let's be honest, not everything captured by those Google cameras is so dreamy. In fact, some of the things they've caught on film are downright creepy, or just plain baffling. Today we'll be taking a look at 15 strange things found on Google Maps that will leave you scratching your head. Let's start with number 15, the hexagonal warehouses. In the heart of the Russian wilderness, about 100 miles southeast of Moscow, there's a location so shrouded in mystery that it was once completely hidden from the public eye. For years, Google Maps kept it blurred, but in 2021, it finally became visible. However, this only deepened the intrigue. Encircled by dense forest, the area features an almost perfect hexagonal perimeter wall, enclosing a series of strange buildings, possibly warehouses. Experts speculate this could have been a secret military site, but the odd layout suggests something else. The buildings are spaced unusually far apart. Could this be a storage facility for explosives? If one warehouse caught fire, the others would be far enough to avoid a chain reaction. The real question remains: what exactly is stored behind those walls, and why was it kept hidden for so long? Let's move to number 14, Amchitka Island. Located in the Aleutian Islands off the coast of Alaska, this island is one of the most classified places in the U.S. Its status as a mysterious location began with its use as a nuclear test site. If you try to look up the island on Google Maps, you'll notice that half of it is blurred, fueling suspicion about what's really there. Originally inhabited by the Aleut people, the island has a long history, but it became a key site for the U.S. military in the mid-20th century. In 1971, it was the site of the largest underground nuclear test ever conducted by the U.S., the Cannakin test, which was a staggering 5 megatons. Though testing stopped after concerns over earthquakes and tsunamis, the island continues to be monitored for radiation. The government has kept it under tight control, with high-resolution images being prohibited. The future? In 2025, it may be designated a restricted access wildlife preserve, but for now, its radioactive past remains hidden and dangerous. Number 13, Courtyard of the Orange Tree. In the heart of Spain, the Patio de los Naranjos, Courtyard of the Orange Tree, stands as a silent witness to centuries of history. Located in Córdoba, this serene courtyard dates back to the 8th century, originating as part of the Great Mosque built during the era of the Umayyad Caliphate. It's often regarded as Europe's oldest garden, flourishing with fragrant orange trees, towering cypresses, fountains, and hidden alcoves. But here's the kicker. If you try to view it on Google Maps, the entire courtyard is strangely blurred out. Now, while Google typically blurs military bases or sensitive locations, this garden is not officially classified as such. Speculation runs wild, with some theorizing that there might be undisclosed institutions operating nearby or even hidden beneath the surface. Could there be more to this historic courtyard than meets the eye? Well, let us know your theory in the comment box below. All right, now let's head over to number 12, Scientologys Cathedral and Landing Pads. Tucked away in the vast, barren deserts of New Mexico lies an enigma that has captured the curiosity of many. Known as the Trementina base, this site was built in the late 1980s and initially remained a mystery until Google Maps revealed its curious features. Shaped like diamonds and surrounded by a series of strange circular markings, the base seems almost out of place amidst the vast nothingness. Owned by the Church of Spiritual Technology, an affiliate of Scientology, the base supposedly serves as a vault for preserving the writings and teachings of L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology. But here's where it gets weird. Some conspiracy theorists believe the vaults contain far more than just writings. The patterns surrounding the base are thought to serve as markers for a future where humanity is wiped out, a kind of spiritual roadmap for followers to find their way back after the apocalypse. With rumors of underground vaults and a private airfield, there's no telling what secrets the church might be hiding in the desert sands. Number 11. Strange Chinese symbols. Far from the beaten path, in the desolate expanse of the Gobi Desert, a series of massive symbols, almost resembling ancient carvings, have been spotted on Google Maps. Measuring over a kilometer long, these strange lines and shapes initially give the impression of something prehistoric, as though they were created to communicate with higher powers. But the truth is far more recent and far more technological. These patterns are believed to be calibration marks for China's spy satellites, helping them align and focus their cameras in space. Instead of being made from reflective materials like many might assume, these images are actually grooves dug into the earth and then painted over. Why so large? Some satellite experts suggest that China's ground resolution technology is still catching up to the likes of Google's, which explains the sheer scale of the markings. Whether they're signs of China's growing technological prowess or just a tool for surveillance, one thing's clear. The Gobi Desert is hiding far more than just sand and stones. Number 10. The Blood Lake. In the dusty outskirts of Iraq lies a lake that has sparked both intrigue and horror. The Blood Lake, near Sadr City. Depending on when you check it on Google Maps, the lake either appears a vibrant red or a dull, sickly shade. While red lakes are not entirely uncommon, often caused by microorganisms or algae, this one stands out for its strange, fluctuating color. Theories abound, from the ancient practice of butchers draining animal blood into the water to more sinister possibilities. Some believe the lake's hue comes from chemicals being dumped by a nearby industrial plant, a far more alarming explanation than simple algae. The color shift throughout the year adds to the eerie feel of the place, leaving many to wonder, what's really going on in the waters of Blood Lake? Whether it's the result of human action or something more natural, this strange phenomenon is one you'll definitely want to avoid, even from the safety of your screen. Number 9. Grom Headquarters. In Krakow, Poland, the Grom Headquarters stands as one of Europe's most secretive military sites. The Polish Special Forces Unit, established in 1990, is known for its counter-terrorism and high-stakes operations. The headquarters, tucked away in a corner of the city, remains shrouded in mystery on Google Maps, with large areas deliberately blurred out. The secrecy surrounding the site is due to Grom's critical role in Poland's defense strategy, especially given the country's proximity to Russia and former Soviet states. While foreign satellites might capture images, the Polish government ensures that civilians are kept at bay, reducing the risk of leaks or unauthorized activities. The headquarters' strategic importance means that its exact location and operations are highly classified. In a region rife with espionage, the presence of such a well-guarded facility is both fascinating and unsettling, reinforcing the importance of discretion in modern military operations. Number 8. Christian Science Society of Dixon. In Dixon, Illinois, the Christian Science Society Church built a new venue in 2013 that quickly became the subject of local gossip. At first, the design, created to preserve an existing oak tree, was lauded for its environmental mindfulness. But when images of the church's exterior were viewed from above, the shape of the building caused a stir. What appeared to be a standard modern structure took on a much more humorous form when seen from a higher perspective, resembling a rather unflattering shape. The scandal was hard to ignore, and the church quickly became the subject of ridicule. The architects denied any intention to create the shape deliberately, claiming it was purely coincidental. Still, given the church's unusual design and the subsequent attention it garnered, many remain skeptical about the coincidence. The structure serves as a reminder that sometimes the most bizarre secrets lie in plain sight. Number 7. China. One of the most significant secrets hidden within Google Maps isn't tied to a specific place, but to an entire country, China. While you can explore the country's famous landmarks and tourist sites, the moment you attempt to delve deeper, such as overlaying road networks or using practical navigation tools, you're met with frustrating obstacles. It's well known that services like Google Maps are heavily restricted in China, with local alternatives like Baidu stepping in to fill the void. Even services like Uber face difficulties in China, where drivers will often call to ask your location, as the maps don't align with the actual geography. China has long controlled the flow of information, especially in digital spaces, keeping its internal infrastructure under tight surveillance. This strategic limitation ensures that not just foreign governments, but also ordinary citizens, remain in the dark about many aspects of the country's layout and activities. Number 6. The Badlands Guardian. Imagine stumbling upon a giant rock formation that looks like a human head wearing a stylish indigenous headdress. Sounds like something straight out of an Indiana Jones movie, right? Well, in 2005, Lynn Hickok spotted this very thing on Google Earth in the remote Badlands of Alberta, Canada. Dubbed the Badlands Guardian, this mysterious formation isn't a work of ancient aliens or secretive government projects. It's just Mother Nature showing off her weird sense of humor. The so-called head is actually a natural erosion feature created by wind and water with the help of some clay-rich soil. And get this, it's a concave valley, not a protruding rock formation as it first seems. So, while it might look like the figure's rocking some serious headphones, it's just a coincidence. Or maybe it's a secret message from the universe. Either way, the Badlands Guardian is proof that nature has a flair for the dramatic. Number 5. Janette Island. Janette Island. Sounds like the kind of place you'd visit if you were into extreme isolation and zero human contact. Located in the East Siberian Sea, this ice-covered piece of land has intrigued explorers since its accidental discovery in 1881. But the real mystery? The way Google Maps treats it. The island is perpetually blurry like it's hiding something. Maybe the world's most exclusive ice cream parlor or, a secret military base. The island is officially part of Russia's Sakha Republic, but some folks claim it's a U.S. territory. Because why not argue over land that's basically one big freezer? Add in the mystery of the Google Maps blackout, and you've got an island that's more cryptic than a text from your ex. Could there be ancient ruins? Or maybe it's just an overzealous satellite that really doesn't want to give away any secrets. Number 4. Giant Pentagram. In the middle of nowhere, Kazakhstan, where cows outnumber people and the weather is either freezing or unbearably hot, someone carved a giant pentagram into the ground. No, it's not a satanic ritual. At least we don't think it is. This massive 1,200-foot star-shaped symbol, spotted on Google Maps, has sparked theories from UFO enthusiasts to conspiracy theorists who are convinced it's part of an ancient alien landing pad. But hold your horses, folks. A Kazakh archaeologist, probably sipping some good local tea, pointed out that this mystical pentagram is more likely the outline of a Soviet-era lakeside park. Back when the USSR had a weird obsession with star-shaped symbols. Over time, trees grew along the pathways, making the star look a lot more dramatic. It's not the devil's playground. It's just an old Soviet park trying to get a little attention. Number 3. Sandy Island. For years, Sandy Island was the unicorn of the eastern Coral Sea, appearing on maps, yet somehow never found by anyone. Imagine the surprise when a research vessel in 2012 sailed into the supposed location of this phantom island, only to discover absolutely nothing. Nada. Zilch. It's as if Sandy Island was the ocean's version of "Who's that knocking at my door?" Except there's no door. This bizarre cartographic error has been a mystery for ages. Some say it was a mistake, others think it was a phantom island, like a mirage but with more bureaucracy. Either way, Google Maps did the honorable thing and erased it from existence. But, for nostalgia's sake, they left a dark patch where it used to be, just in case you want to feel the thrill of discovering an island that never existed. Number 2. Desert breath. In the Egyptian desert, where the sand stretches as far as the eye can see, a massive artwork lies hidden, like a secret only the wind knows. Created in 1997 by 3 Greek artists, Desert Breath is a sprawling 25-acre land art piece that looks like it was drawn by an oversized finger in the sand. The installation features 89 raised cones and 89 depressed ones arranged in a double spiral, which is basically the artistic equivalent of "life is a weird, twisted journey." What makes this artwork even cooler? It's all made from the sand itself. One cone gets taller by removing sand from the other. It's like building a sandcastle, but way more dramatic and with deep existential meaning. Viewed from above, Desert Breath looks like it's saying, "Hey, life's short, enjoy the view while you can." Or maybe, "I'm a giant spiral, and I'm just going to exist here in peace, okay?" Number 1. Word Hammad, written on Al-Futaisi Island. Well, everyone wants to leave their mark on the world, but Hammad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan took it to the next level. The billionaire sheikh from Abu Dhabi carved his name, Hammad, into the sands of his private island, Al-Futaisi, in the Persian Gulf. But this isn't just a sandcastle, it's a massive tribute to himself. At half a mile high and stretching 2 miles long, these letters are likely the largest on Earth, and they're so big, they can be seen from space. Unlike typical sand writing that disappears with the tide, these giant letters are so huge that they've created waterways that let the ocean flow through them without washing them away. In satellite images, you can even see the tide flowing through the letters all the way to the letter M. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.